Hello, okay, I'm back with another video. This one's really, I think, important. Um, I was in a building with another friend of mine. Don't know who he was, just in a dream. I knew he was a friend. And we were like, had these big wide brooms. We were sweeping up the place, kind of cleaning up. And there were doors at both ends of the building, like double doors, glass doors. And there was a table towards one end of the building near the doors, maybe 15 feet inside the room there. And the Antichrist was sitting on the far right side, and with other men also sitting there. And there was about maybe 2 or 3 people in line coming in to get the mark of the beast. And I knew that he was the Antichrist in the dream. I knew it. And I was very scared. I was like, oh my gosh. So we just kept sweeping around, and I acted like I wasn't paying attention, but I was. We just kept, going about our thing, cleaning up, sweeping around. And I went to go over to look at his face. I wanted to see the front of his face to see who this man was, what he looked like. But God would only let me see the side of his face. I couldn't see the front. And all I know is he had brown hair. That's it. I wish I got to see his whole face. And then I looked over. The line was out the door. There were so many people, only men, no women, only men. There were so many guys in line to get the mark of the beast. And he was stamping their foreheads. He was stamping their hands. Then he started getting a little happy. He started putting the mark all the way, many marks across his forehead. And then one guy was kind of bald, had a bald spot on the back of his head. He had the guy lean down and was stamping the top of his bald head. He was getting so happy and so carried away that all these people were coming in to get the mark. He was just stamping, many, many stamps on people. And I was like, oh my gosh, I got to get out of here. And I knew I couldn't just walk out the building because I knew they were not going to let me. They weren't going to let me leave. So I looked over and I saw a door. So then all of a sudden, I'm in the room. And there was a window in the room. I looked at the window, then all of a sudden, me and my other friend, the guy, were outside. And then all of a sudden, there's 3 of us, not 2 of us. That's weird, I know. And it was nighttime. And so there was a house nearby. So we were going to run. We had to get away from that building. So we were running over to that house. Then over to my right, I saw a police car. He has lights on. He was driving down the street. And then he was going to make that left turn to come down on the other side of that house that we were getting ready to run to. Well, it was a Virginia Beach police car in the dream. City of Virginia Beach, Virginia. And that's where I live. So anyway, they ran to the front of the house, and I was trying to stop them from running there because the police cop was going to see them when they ran to the front. So I ran to the back. Well, he saw them and he stopped, I guess, to confront them. And then the dream ended. I hope these dreams help anybody. They're really prophetic dreams. Okay, have another dream for you. I was standing, don't know where I was, standing on a sidewalk somewhere in the city. And I was eating something. Don't know what it was, I was just eating something. And this guy driving this car came out of nowhere. I mean, sped up and stopped so fast right in front of me. And he had a rage on his face. And he looked at me and he said, "You're not allowed to have that because you don't have the mark." I mean, this guy was furious with me because he says I didn't have the mark. And I couldn't have that food. So he had this little computer thing with him, like a laptop or something, and he's just on it, searching for something. This guy was so mad at me. And then after that, the dream ended. So that's another dream. Okay, thank you. God bless.